Ever wondered how much nerve and skill it takes to fence? Longtime fencer Michael Bickford has been running drills and intensely training in order to reach his goal of becoming an A-ranked fencer.
I got into fencing in 6th grade because my school was starting a fencing club, and I really got into it from there. I've been fencing for the past 4 years. I fence foil mainly, which is the very first type of fencing and is kind of like the most basic. I practice 3 days a week for about 2.5 hours each time. It takes a lot of focus to fence. A lot of people say it's the physical variant of chess because each person has their own style of fencing. You'll never find two people exactly the same. And you have to figure out, do they like to be more offensive? Do they like to be more defensive? Do they just stick to one attack and never variate at all? And you have to take all these in to decide on how you're going to fence them. Because yes, the speed and the strength, which are big factors in how to fence, but the main thing is strategy. The training process is very demeaning. I say this because it's not so much a difficulty slope as much a step ladder.
Michael's coach, who is a former Olympic fencer, agreed to give some professional input and speak about fencing and the importance of setting high expectations.
Fencing is a sport. We do many of the same things that other sports do. We stretch our muscles, we make our muscles stronger. We try and build up endurance. Then we work on the technique of fencing, and there are different techniques. There are tactical things that we have to learn in addition to the technical, in addition to the physical. It can be very intense. It's 1 against 1, which is probably the most intense thing you can do. So Michael, I asked to establish some goals, as I did with all of the foil fencers a couple of years ago. And Michael came up with some pretty lofty goals.
My bare minimum in fencing, my bare minimum goal is to at least reach A-rank and maybe go to the nationals. My top tier goal for fencing would have to be either going to the Olympics or Junior Olympics or the International Championship. It gets very difficult at times to want to keep staying motivated.
People can achieve their goals through work. I think people should always have high goals. So, say your goal is to win the gold medal in the Olympic Games, but you don't quite achieve it, but you were there. So should you feel bad that you didn't win the gold medal and you got the bronze medal, or you competed in the Olympics? It's great to have high goals, because even if you just missed them, you did something better than most people.
Evidently, Michael's love for fencing is unquestionable. His determination in reaching his goals continue to strengthen as the intensity of his training grows. We're only seeing him in the middle of his great journey to becoming a remarkable fencer. Let's hope we get to see him when he is somewhere much greater. From NNTV, this is Samidio, signing off.